I just wanted to do a really quick review on this Feyachi site. I think it's the RS-30. I bought it about 2.5 years ago, actually, and I bought this one, and the little rubber cap came off. I believe that was because it was sitting underneath my car seat, and it would be pushed down like that, and so maybe it rubbed off or something, and with a good amount of force, I'm sure you could pull this one off too. But I reached out to Feyachi. They happily sent me a new one right away, which I was super pleased with because honestly, it could have been my fault, but yeah, so that I have two now. This one has been on my AR9 under my truck seat for the past about 2.5 years then, I guess. And so you can see it's still held up pretty well. There's a little bit of rust here on that bolt. And then down there, it's not like I ever got this thing soaking. It was just through the winter and things like that, moisture gets in the car when you're kicking off your ski boots and stuff like that. So that's probably where that came from. I just had to replace the battery this week for the first time. It's not shake awake. It's not always on. I leave it turned off unless I'm taking it out to shoot. So I'm not sure the battery life is the greatest thing in the world because I didn't take it out that often. But I mean, it's lasted 2 years. So, and these are the batteries it comes with. So yeah, things I was a little bit worried about is when you change the reticles, it's this rotation thing right here. And so I was worried that that would shift the zero because you can see it rotates through. It's not just like an on-off switch sort of an idea where you just click through. So I thought that would shift the zero. I actually never noticed any problems with that because it does kind of like jump to the middle once you get the correct optic reticle there. So yeah, overall, super impressed with it. What I wanted to do was, because I never did anything rigorous with it, I never torture tested it, it was never in the elements or anything, and you can see the circuit board, obviously through that hole, but also just under the rail there a little bit. It's hard on the camera. So I didn't think it was going to be super watertight. So what I actually just barely did was I just dunked it underwater just to kind of see. And you can see I'm going to do that right now. And we'll shake off the water so it's not blocking the emitter. But it seems like it's working just fine still, which is pretty cool. So yeah, it might be a lot more durable than I thought. I never had any issues with it whatsoever. Super happy with the company, super happy with the optic, held zero great. Again, never did any rigorous testing in it, but seemed to hold up great, especially the price.